Dubious ones, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going over how to do the ultimate QQ bangs for your created character, for your cat, in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. So,
Welcome, friend.
before we get into it here, I want to remind everybody to make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and if you haven't already, smash that like button. But I want to take you back here a little bit. So when you load into the game, right here, you're going to see from the start, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head right over here to the clothing shop. If you don't already have a bunch of these, this is what you're going to want to get to mix with. These are the easiest. These are what I used. So you're going to want to go to the clothing shop. You can buy them with Zenny. You can buy them with TP medals, whatever you want. But you're going to want to buy Beerus's clothes. And then you're going to want to also get the battle suit Bardock, which I'm going to show you right here. So I always go, just for whatever reason, I just always pick the chest piece for both. It doesn't matter what piece, if you use a boots, chest, arms, it doesn't matter. Grab whatever you want. But as you can see here, I have 15 of Beerus's chest plates. And then I also have 15 of the battle suit Bardock. So these are the two clothing items you're going to need to mix. And then along with that, you're going to need your mix capsule Z's for your 6-star QQ bangs. So as you're going to see here in a moment, you can also go to get more mix capsule Z's if you're running low on them. You can actually make them at the mixing shop, which you're going to see here in a second. Let me go to that for you. So you can go from the clothing shop over here. The mixing shop, if you're unaware, is just right over here next to it. Not far at all. Just drop down right here, hop into the mixing shop, and then what you're going to want to mix together. I didn't have any Demon Realm crystals left, but from your materials, you're going to want to sort through it. You're going to want the Demon Realm crystals. As you can see here at the bottom, I have 0. I don't have any left, but you're going to mix them with the Super Mix capsules, and they will make you Super Mix Capsule Z's. So if you're ever running low on the Super Mix Capsule Z's, they're really easy to get. You get them from like the parallel quests, or the expert missions, or the raids. They just randomly drop from a lot of those things you're doing. If you're already playing the game, you probably already have a lot of these. But if you need to make more, you mix the Super Mix capsules with any Demon Realm crystals you get. Again, you get those from any of the raid battles, any of the expert mission quests and stuff like that. I believe you can get them from the parallel quests as well if you're doing like Vegeta or Goku for all the extra TP medals and everything. So it's really easy to get that stuff, so you can mix those two together for extra mix capsule Z's if you don't already have them. Here, I have 23 of them, so what you're going to want to do next is we're going to fly over to Capsule Corp, which if you don't know where it is, you can go to any of the transfer shops, or it's just right here above. As you can see, from where you spawn in, it's literally just above you from where you spawn into the game, and right over here. And then we walk over to the Capsule Corp. And then what we're going to want to do from here is we're going to run over to the clothing mix shop, and we're going to mix it all together. Now, you're not guaranteed to get 6 stars out of them every time, but you mix, you'll see here, you mix the same ones and you'll get different results every single time. It is RNG based, but one thing you need to know that's very important, when you mix them, as you can see, Beerus's clothes and Battlesuit Bardock, yes, I'm going to mix them. Then it's going to ask you to use an item. Then you want to use the Super Mix Capsule Z. Hit yes. Once you mix them together, you'll get a random stat drop just like that. So that's a 6-star QQ bang we got. I looked at it. I thought, okay, that's pretty good. It's good in everything, and it's got a little bit towards strike-based supers. I want to keep it. So what did I do? Okay, so what you're going to want to see right here is what I did is I exited this so it saves it. This is what I did here. When you back out of this, once you back out, this is going to save it. When you see this little green icon, this is the autosave that will save them. This is very important. Why? Because what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot of crappy ones that you don't like. And if you don't want to save those, what you have to do is before exiting, once you've used up your materials, if you don't like the QQ bangs you got, you need to Alt F4 or force close your game if you're on a PlayStation or an Xbox. You need to turn your game off before exiting, before you get that green circle. Once that green circle happens, the autosave is on and it's done. It is now saved. So, we're going to mix again. Mixing the Beerus clothes with the Battlesuit Bardock. Yes, we're going to use the Super Mix Capsule Z, and let's see what we get here. Again, we got another level 6, an incredible, really nice roll. I really like this roll, so I thought, you know what? I think I want to save it, so what do? I back out, and I'm just like, you know what? Save it. I want to keep that one, because maybe my next 9 are going to suck. And so at least I've saved that one, so if the next 9 suck, then I don't have to save them. So make sure you're only backing out of this screen when you want to save. If you ever get a good one and you want to save it, make sure as soon as you get it, you back out. Then you go back to mixing. And if you don't like your results after you've gone back to mixing, then you want to force close your game. Alt F4, get out of the game before it saves. As you can see there, I got a level 3. Not a fan of that, but I'm not going to force close it and re-enter the game every time off 1. We'll get rid of a few of them. So I got a level 4. Didn't like that. Let's do it again. Let's see what happens. Not saving yet. Again, it won't save until you get out of these screens. Here, we got a fairly decent one. So it's like, okay, 2 bad ones, but this one's pretty good. I like this one. I do want to save it. So I ended up saving this one as well and then continuing on. But again, for me, I usually go about 10, maybe 15 at a time. And as you can see, I saved it right there because I liked it. But if I don't, out of the 10 or 15, I don't get one that blows my mind that's incredible, then I'm not going to save it. This one, again, pretty good if you're not going for a strikes or like a super base build. This is a pretty good one for sure. So I probably save this one as well. But to speed things up for you, I'm just going to give you an idea. See, as you can see here, what happens when you're mixing them and you're not saving them every time. Some of them are good, some of them are not. So this is just giving you an idea. Always using them, always using the Beerus top and the Battlesuit Bardock top as well. Again, doesn't matter. Just those 2 items are going to be guaranteed to give you your best results. There are other items, of course, you can mix together, but these ones are easy because you can buy them from the shop right away. As you can see, sometimes you're going to get duds like level 3s, level 5s. They're not all going to be great. So you're going to have to remember to always be force closing your game before you get to that autosave, whether you're Alt F4ing it on Steam or if you're force closing it on Series X or PlayStation or just turning off your console, making sure you're not saving it and wasting all those precious materials. But if you do it enough times, you'll eventually get your perfect QQ Bang. You could get really lucky with RNG, and you could get them in minutes. Look at this one. This one was pretty incredible. But do you really want Strike Supers and Ki Blast Supers? Usually for your CAC, you're going for one or the other. That one was pretty terrible. This one was pretty terrible. So you're not going to get lucky every time. So you might be doing this for an hour, for several hours to get your perfect QQ Bang. Also depends on how rich you are in materials to be able to buy the clothes, to be able to get this, having the Super Mix Capsule Zs and stuff. If you're going to do that, that's why I usually try about 15 at a time. As long as I get, 2 or 3 good ones out of that, I might keep them. Otherwise, I'll reset and do it again. But as soon as I get a good one, I'll get out and close it and save it right away so that I save that one, and I can continue on if the next ones aren't so good. And this just gives you an idea here. This is me doing a whole bunch of them, just showing you the different results that you're going to run into. Sometimes you'll get a level 3 out of them. Sometimes you'll get a nice level 6. Sometimes it is possible to get a perfect 6 out of 6. I have seen them. I have seen players with a perfect 6 out of 6. I don't know if they did something with mods or anything to get a perfect 6 out of 6. I myself have not gotten that, but I did get ones I was very happy with because for me, I'm either focused on strike-based supers or Ki Blast supers, so I don't need 5 stars in both of those. I can have negative stars in one of those. Like, look at this one. That one was perfect because I rewind to that one right there because that was probably the best one out of the mix that I got because health doesn't matter so much in most of the content. It's probably the least important stat. So I don't mind. I'm not getting a negative on it. I'm getting a negative to strike-based supers, so that's fine. So if I'm using a Ki Blast super build, I'm not worried about the strike-based supers at all, and everything else is 5 stars. So to me, this is your perfect QQ Bang right here for a Ki Blast super build, obviously. For a strike-based super, I would just want to inverse the strike and the Ki Blast supers for that. And of course, you can use different items. If you have a multitude of 5-star clothing items you've gotten from Parallel Quest that you want to mix, you don't want to spend the money, you can do that as well. These two combined are just the easiest that I have seen and that I have used to get my best QQ Bangs out of the deal. But as you can see, you're going to get different results every time. It is RNG based, so make sure you're force closing your game when you're not getting the results you want. but eventually you will get that perfect QQ bang for your build. Anyways, Dubious Ones, I just wanted to share this all with you guys. For those of you who are unaware of how to make those QQ bangs, what they are for your character so that the clothing you're wearing doesn't affect your build and your stats. The QQ bang will take over all that so you can wear whatever attire you want, so you can look however you want, look as cool as you want on your characters, have them look in whatever style you want, and you can have different builds this way for your character as well, where they'll have maybe more of an attack build, maybe more of a strike super build, or vice versa, a key blast super build. This can help you min-max the way you want for your build. Anyways, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you all found this helpful. And Dubious Ones, I will catch you all in the next one. Deuces.